4 a.m. Everybody else is sleeping, of course. Finishing up the first part of my workout and get ready to pull anchor. Close to 60 miles today. So this is another day of sailing across Long Island Sound. It's a little less scenic out in the middle. I mean, it's beautiful where we were, but you don't really get a lot of good shots of what's on the shoreline because it's so far away the camera doesn't really pick it up well. But I left first thing in the morning while everybody else was sleeping, and I just pulled anchor and came out. Another day of mostly motor sailing. I had a couple hours where I got to really sail, but it's awesome out there when you get this pre-dawn light where you can see clear across. You know, the other side, if you look as it pans right here, you will see Long Island off in the distance there. That's Long Island over there, like clear across Sound, and you can see that far. You can see everything in between, clear as day. There's fishing boats out there. The only other ones at 4 o'clock in the morning. They've been out there already. That's what's incredible. Like, I think I'm early, but these guys were already out, and some of them coming back in. But yeah, this part of the day is my favorite because it's just the lighting effects and the colors that you get out of things. These videos show a bit. The sunrise is beautiful, but again, it's way better out here. But we made another great day, 59 miles, way ahead of schedule. I mean, we weren't even supposed to leave until this Friday, so we were already 3 days ahead of schedule, and by the end of day 2 we were 30 miles ahead on top of that. There's Peanut, just relaxing, waiting for us to get somewhere where she could run around like a maniac. But this was like 11 o'clock in the morning, so there had been really nothing over the first like 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours of the trip that is worth putting into video for you guys, because you can't see what we see out here. It's just distant shoreline. It's like a blur. And you know, she repositions herself every now and then to gaze out like a lost puppy. This is finally, you know, towards the end of the day. We had been going for almost 10 hours at this point. That's the lighthouse on Eatons Neck, and that's the Coast Guard station, which is right in that little bay where we ended up anchoring. And we dropped anchor in here. It's a gorgeous spot. I'd give it 3 out of 5 stars simply because it's very beautiful, but there's a limited area you can land. It's very rocky where you land, so we couldn't go barefoot. I had to put some on my feet, which I hate. And the whole nice side where the sand is there, you can't land. It's all private land that you can't go on to. So there wasn't much you could land on, and it's buggy on the shoreline. We ended up leaving when we went back at nighttime. That one boat there ended up leaving, so we were the only boat left here, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So I'm not taking away from this place. It's a beautiful spot, nice holdover, but we like to do more walking on shore when we go somewhere, and we weren't able to do as much here. Regardless, very pretty spot on Long Island. Very isolated, even with all my internet and everything, but not with it strong. So, whatever, we go on ashore here, taking a feeling, get a good look around. And Peanut, of course, loves the day ride, loves exploring, super excited at this point. She's been waiting all day to get out here, checking out everything under the water. So happy. We had a really good weather yesterday. Not too windy, not too Alright, so this is looking around. That's the outside of the little area we got in where it's super protected. So there's a bay outside that little pond we are. And the tidal range is pretty long here. And you see the boat back up there, and the Coast Guard station is in that far corner behind it, which did make it interesting later, because they were coming in out and running drills and stuff like that. But we brought Peanut in here real quick, took a walk and then in the back, and came back out later to take her for a walk again. And again, this is just her. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little bit too much with these videos of her staring in the water, huh? Regardless, we will get to where we come in. Very anxious here. As you can see, it's just a beautiful, beautiful spot. And by the time nighttime rolled around, there was nobody else here. And we did end up getting a heck of a sunset, which I got some of. Yeah, this is Peanuts. She can't wait to get out of the boat. Just about falls out trying to get out. And then our retarded dog doesn't run up to go to the bathroom on the beach. No, she turns around, goes back in the water, and says, "Oh, this makes a nice bathroom right here, doesn't it?" And
seriously,
make this stuff up.
Oh
Whose
my
dog
God!
goes back to pee in the water
I cannot
like that.
make this shit up.
Anyways, cloud cover was worrying into the way and let her rub it in because, you know, she was, oh, it's going to be sunset and stuff. I'm like, I don't know, it doesn't look like there's going to be much of a sunset from this. And it did end up coming through in spectacular fashion yesterday. Although the experience, I was trying to capture it. I did get something. But this is here, which was pretty cool. But the sunset was incredible. Like, the video doesn't really catch this. This is before it hit us, and this was already like, you know, it's a freaking painting, and the range of it goes everywhere. And I had intended on coming back and actually capturing the sunset, and we had gone back above to catch the sunset, and I was going to start recording, and right at that moment, right when the sun was actually setting, the trumpet starts playing over at the Coast Guard station as they're lowering the flag while the sun's setting. We were so hung up on that we couldn't even move our phones. We were just staring at that. It was like this really kind of powerful thing. It was awesome, and we were the only people out there. It was a private show just for us, so sorry we didn't catch that for you. But anyways, we did get a pretty epic sunset, and if you'll see afterwards, I did get some of the twilight, which sometimes gives a better show than the actual sunset itself, because this right here, again, the video doesn't do it justice. It looks cool right here, but the show that we got, the detail that comes through, you can't catch in video. I would need like much better equipment than shooting this with my damn phone. Regardless though, what a night. We did enjoy that, and again, we're off to a great start. Day 2 was a rousing success. Hope you guys like some of this. I will have more video for you tomorrow of day 3, and there's a little bit more scenic during the trip. And then tomorrow's trip is going to be the real one where we're going into New York City.